Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone, especially to Dr. Arifin, our esteemed web development lecturer. So my name is Arif Azinuddin and I'm here to represent our group, which is Group 1. So we are excited to exhibit our project on Fast Kitchen Concept Enterprise Smart Stock Card, a prominent dynamic website for the course code BIC21203. So without further delay, let's dive into the content that we have prepared. But first, let me introduce the key peoples. For key peoples, actually our group is consists of 7 group members. So the first members is Junesh, next Arif, after that Irfan, Fakhrul, Muhammad, Hafiy, and the last one is Aiman. So without further ado, let's go to the introduction that Bro Junesh will conduct this presentation.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Junesh Kumar and my metric ID is AI210177. As for the introduction, let me just do a quick snap. And this is the introduction. As for the introduction, the efficient stock management is crucial for success in the frozen food industry, and also the fast kitchen concept enterprise smart stock card is a proposed project focusing on asset tracking. So the project aims to fulfill the institutional requirement of managing and maintaining stock in an SME factory businesses. So the web-based program is designed to address the challenges and of tracking and maintaining the accurate stock details in the fast-paced frozen food in the industry, and also managing the stock is particularly challenging in the culinary frozen food industry due to its reliance on raw materials, and the proposed system aims to streamline this process. As moving on to the objective, our objective is to create a system that follows for real-time tracking for inventory levels, to develop features for updating and managing stock details efficiently, and to enhance the accuracy and efficiency of stock management processes. As for the scope, is that we are determined to develop a user-friendly web interface for kitchen and food-related enterprises, streamline stock management through inventory tracking features, implement functional for adding, updating, and deleting product information, and integrate with MySQL for robust and efficient database management, and also to leverage the latest web technology for enhanced efficiency and operational effectiveness. That's all from me. Thank you.
Moving on to the project significant, this website development explained with a focus on its significance in the contemporary business landscape. The acknowledgement of the benefit include enhanced operational accuracy and efficiency. We also highlight the systematic nature of the inventory management through web-based system. We also make sure to keep in mind noting the user friendliness of the web-based system, particularly in the context of stock management throughout the development process.
Next, I will be presenting about the user requirement. So as you can see, there is 5 user requirement in this chapter, which is first is the system's main page will display the needed raw materials, and the second is the system shall have a page that displays the categories of the product and raw materials that are available, and the third is the system allows adding, updating, and deleting information for products and raw materials, and the fourth is the system allows updating the number of products and raw materials, and the fifth is the system shall allow the admin to add other workers. So we will move to the system requirement. The system requirement divided by two, which is the first is functional requirement and the second is non-functional requirement. The functional requirement contains 4 modules. The first module is about register and sign in. The functionality of the module is the system shall allow the admin to register new workers, and second is the system shall allow workers to sign in to the system. And the second module is about product. The first functionality is the system shall allow product details, and second is the system show current product quantity, and the system should add, update, and delete products. And the third module is raw material. The first functionality is the system should show raw material details. The second is the system show current raw material quantity, and the third is the system should add, update, and delete raw materials. And the fourth modules is inventory management. The first functionality is the system should update the current product and raw material and the current quantity. And the second functionality is the system shall show the correct quantity to the user. Next, we will move to the second system requirement, which is non-functional requirement. As you can see, there is 4 requirement. The first requirement is about the operational. The description of it is the system operation should be allowed to work properly without having connectivity issues. and the second is the system should be able to have the feature of user friendly and easy to use, and the second is performance. The first is the system should not exceed 3 seconds for any interaction with the user, and the system should be available 24 hours per day and 365 days per year. And the third is the system shall support more than 100 users at a time. And the third requirement is about security. The first is the system should only allow the registered user to be able to access the system and make purchase from it. And the second is the system should have data encryption. And the fourth requirement is cultural and political. The first description is the system shall protect any personal information that has been collected from the system in compliance with the Data Protection Act. And the second is the system shall not transfer personal information to any parties or any third parties that are not involved in the system process.
Thank you, Bro Irfan. So my name is Arif and my metric number is AI210125. So for hardware, software requirement, actually we have utilized three software for executing this project. So the first is XAMPP, is used for the hosting. Next is Visual Studio Code, is used for the code editor, and the last one is GitHub Desktop, used for obtain the online repository or commit the code. So actually from all of these three software, it's require the requirement of operating system, Windows either 32 bits or 64 bits, macOS and Linux. So for the processor, it require at least 2 GHz. And next for the RAM, at least 2 gigabytes. And for the storage, at least 200 megabyte free disk space. So next, let's go to the programming language. For programming language, actually there are 5 programming language that we have utilized for executing this project. So the first is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and MySQL. But actually, HTML and CSS is not program language theoretically, because HTML is a markup language and CSS is just for styling the content. JavaScript is used for the client server language, and PHP is used for the server-side language. MySQL is used for the database. So next, let's go to the database that Bro Hafiy will conduct this presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafiy bin Hussein. My metric number is DI210113. Today, I will be presenting about the database of the system. There are 9 tables of the database, which the first one is table user, which contain the username, password, name, email, phone number, address, and position. The second one is store, which contains store ID, store name, store description, and store picture. The third one is placement, which contain placement ID, placement name, placement description, placement location. The fourth one is current raw material, which contain current raw ID, raw material ID, placement ID, and current raw quantity. The fifth one is raw material, which contain raw material ID, raw material name, raw material description, raw material barcode, raw material supplier, picture, and barcode picture. The sixth one is supplier, which contains supplier ID, supplier name, supplier phone number, supplier email, supplier address, and supplier description. The next one is current product, which contain current product ID, placement ID, and current product quantity. The second last one is product, which contain product ID, product name, product description, product price, product per box, product barcode, product image, and barcode picture. The last one is card, which contain ID card, barcode, and quantity.
Hi, my name is Fakhrul Benazri. My material number is TI210092. So I will continue for the explanation of our web tree diagram. First of all, user will need to log in, and then there are 6 choice user will be displayed, which is main menu, product details, raw material details, product inventory, raw material inventory, and register new workers. In product detail, user can choose to manage product details, and raw material details, user can manage raw material details, and product inventory, user can manage product inventory, and in the raw material inventory, user can manage raw material inventory.
Right, thank you. My name is Muhammad Saleh.
DI210120. So I will continue for the demo site. So basically here is the first page, which is the login. So we do have reCAPTCHA for security purpose, and then click here. Alright, so this is the incorrect credentials. So basically we can see how many attempts that can be used for the to block, for the system to block the user, if how many times, how many attempts. So basically for security purpose, we just block the user for 5 seconds. For 5 seconds is actually the example that can be used for this presentation purpose. So this is the first page. Alright, so this is the home page for our system. So the item request is actually where the team leader side requests any raw material to the admin to confirm it. So basically it just say the how many items for that particular raw material, and just the admin can update it and click save, and the number for the raw material will be increased. The next page we have is the list product. So if you see here, we can see how many product that have in this company. So basically if you see here, we do have some alien words here. So basically here we do the data encryption and data decryption for security purpose. So the alien words here is the original data is pizza cheese, the original data that have been inserted into the database, but after the process of data decryption, it will give the alien words. It was supposed to be like this, it can be readable, but this, for example, we use the data encryption and data decryption. Alright, so for this page we have add new product, update and delete. Same also with this list raw material, which is the stock for the raw materials. So basically we do the data decryption and data encryption. So let's say we click on maybe delete one thing. Yeah, that's raw. We can delete this guy, delete that, and it will gone from the list. Let's say we click on this update. It was supposed to be sauce kimball. And barcode we use this. Yep, it will change, it will update. Alright, next page we have is list supplier. So basically supplier is the supplier that we can contact to buy an item. So let add someone here. Sorry. So after add, it will save into the list. It will show. Just delete this guy. For example, maybe we can also try to update this guy. Just update the phone number. So the phone number is +333. So we do have the update function for the list supplier. Next is the store. Basically the store is like to show the what kind of product or raw material that have been stored in the store. So we can have add store, update and delete the store. So we can view it. For example, maybe store A, we do have pepperoni ayam and pepperoni daging. Next is the placement. So basically placement is where exactly the raw material or the product that have been placed. So we do have add placement, delete and update for this function. Alright, let's go into the first main function for the system, which is to increase or decrease the product or raw material. So for example, let's see here, this is for the increase the number for product stock. So we can add maybe pizza chicken. Yeah, pizza chicken. We just click here. Maybe we can add around 3. So it will store over here. We can also add another like this guy. We can click 5 for example. So we also here, and just click delete this guy, and it will delete from the cart for the in product list. And then the number is 337. It was supposed to be 340. Yeah, it will increase the number for the pizza chicken for the product. Maybe for example, we also can do the out product.
for this guy. So let's say we minus the product for 5, and then we click save is 355. Alright, okay, so for this add new product, it needs supposedly it needs to add this here first before we can include the number for the current quantity for that product. So if it doesn't register first for this product, it will not show in this name for this add new current product. So we can also update and delete this guy. Maybe update is for, you can see the update. So basically update, we just need to update the placement. We just can update for the placement, not the name. The name is supposed to be the update over here. So basically the same for the raw material. We can in out the raw materials or add the raw material. We can update, we can delete the raw material. It's the same process. Maybe for example, I will show is like this is cheese, maybe just one, it's become 50, becoming 50. Yeah, it's becoming 50. Maybe we can delete one thing, maybe delete this guy, so it will delete. And the next last two page is to add new user. Basically this is for admin site, this is for admin site only. So it will allow the current admin to add new admin, and this is the add team leader, which is for the team leader side. Alright, okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you very much.
For the conclusion, we have successfully achieved set objective, scope and requirement. We have implemented features for the fast kitchen concept enterprise smart stock card. We have facilitated the efficient updating and management of stock details. Also enabled real-time tracking of inventory levels, and lastly emphasized building a functional and responsive website.
Thank you everyone for the contribution in this project. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.